What's up, old schoolers? It's Old School Fool, and today we have a new product that's a little bit of an old product, but it's not really that old, but it's a new version of the older product, if that makes any sense. Anyways, as you guys know, about a month or so ago, I showcased a really cool product called the FC16 Go. Now, I was definitely going to pick one up, and I actually did pick one up, which was the original, I guess kind of like a candy apple red unit. It plays Super Nintendo games. It actually plays Super Famicom games as well. If you break off the little tabs inside, which we don't suggest, but you can do it if you're pretty smooth about stuff. So it does play Super Nintendo on the go. It actually happens to be a unit you could place down on the actual like counters or tables or wherever have you, and actually connect it directly to the TV set. If you guys want to check back our previous review. And of course it has two-player wireless controllers involved. So it's almost like a portable Super Nintendo that also works as a regular Super Nintendo. So it's definitely a kind of cool product if you're an old school fan. Now, it just so happens I give you guys some insight on a few of the forums that I post on that we work a lot of times directly with the manufacturers, and we like to hear your insight, your feedback, and we want to see what you guys think about this stuff. So they actually redesigned the FC16 Go. The latest version of the FC16 Go are these two. We have the new color, which is a chocolate color. I would call it chocolate. It's kind of like a dark, like a darker indigo, but it looks a little brownish. To the light, and it's kind of cool because it's actually kind of like a see-through. So you'll notice it has like a see-through color to it. It's the chocolate version, and we also have the cherry version. Yum. Looks tasty. Looks almost like a Jolly Rancher. So this is the newest version. Now you're probably wondering, well, what's so different about the newer FC16 Go's? Well, obviously, like anything else, is an early model, and this is the later model, and there are certain improvements that are made. The first thing I'll notice, improvements, is the directional pad. The directional pad on this unit is actually a big difference because as opposed to the original one we had, which was kind of like a spaced out directional and pressed inwards, this is actually a real, like, on-point Super Nintendo directional pad. So you can see that. We also have the differences that have been made here is that there's no longer a reset button. So the reset and the power button's all in the middle. Before there's like almost like one power button, one reset button. Didn't make much sense. You'll also notice on the top of the unit, or on the front of it, you'll actually see that the screen is pretty much the same size, but it just so happens that there's actually a screen protector on the screen. So you can kind of beat the screen up. Though we don't suggest that. However, you definitely can kind of take a little bit more abuse on the screen. And most of all, and a lot of people were asking for, what's up with the buttons being half size for the triggers? Well, if you notice it now, you'll see that the buttons have been enlarged to almost a little more than double the original size. And the actual power and the AV out, where they would get in the way, is no longer in the way. Now they're on the front bottom of the unit, which is really cool. That's definitely an improvement that I would say was necessary. And of course, a lot of people were like, well, what's up with no stereo sound? Well, a lot of portables didn't have stereo sound back then, but this one now does have portable stereo sound. So as opposed to having just one speaker, like the older one did, now it has two speakers. So you can enjoy your 16-bit goodness, little chip tunes anywhere you'd like. And it does have a banging sound. It's pretty loud, and we're pretty impressed with it. Okay, so we have these two new colors. It's the FC16 Go Model Revision 2 in, I'd say, this is like a cherry. It's a clearish color. It's pretty cool. It still has the fake grill speakers. You gotta love the fake stuff. And it's the cherry red and the indigo chocolate color, whatever you like. So guys, definitely check these out. These are the new versions of the FC16 Go. Don't accept any imitations. And just so that way you guys know, DOS Reviews is holding a little contest. It just so happens that we love our fans, and our fans love us, so we're going to give you guys something a little back. If you guys haven't done it already, don't forget to go to facebook.com/DOS Reviews and fan us. Fan us, fan us, fan us. Get hot sometimes. But aside from being hot, we also have the hottest news, game news, and reviews, and of course now contests. So if you guys fan us, we're going to be picking a few select fans to actually win the FC16 Go, the revision Model 2. So that way you guys can play all day, every day, the right way. Anyway, guys, don't forget to also visit our sponsors at DashCheap.com, where you guys can get these cool new units, and even the older ones, because, you know what? Just nostalgic value. You know, maybe you want the old versions of stuff. Oldversion.com. Alright, guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, fan us. Talk to you soon. GDC.